Hi, I'm Neil Cox and welcome to Cell Phones for Seniors. Let me show you some of the ins and outs of using a cell phone. Cell phones are not only convenient, they can be life-saving in health emergencies and crime situations. Studies show that older Americans are probably the one group that could benefit most from having a cell phone, and yet they're among the least likely to own one. Nowadays, you can buy a cell phone for as little as $10 and get a prepaid service plan costing 25 cents a minute. That's not much for all the security and comfort you'll get. With a cell phone, you're only a few seconds away from calling for help. Cell phones keep you in touch and free to move about. You can place or receive calls anywhere there is cell phone service, and that's just about everywhere in the USA and throughout much of the world. Cell phones are simple to operate, and there are several cell phone models available that are especially easy for seniors to use. More about that in a moment. So what are you waiting for? Once you've tried a cell phone, you won't want to go back to being tied down to a landline. Most cell phones work pretty much the same way. To answer a call, you push the green button. To end the call, you push the red button. That's about all there is to it. To place a call, you key in the phone number and then push the green button. The cell phone will dial the number and make the connection for you. Again, when you're done talking, push the red button and the cell phone will disconnect. It's really very easy. There are lots of other features available, and the basic operation is simple. Push the green button to talk or answer or place a call. Push the red button to hang up. Here are a few other things you should know about operating your cell phone. First, it's important that you charge the battery in your cell phone every day or two. Simply plug the AC adapter into a wall socket and then connect the other end to your cell phone. It usually takes about an hour or two for the cell phone to charge up, but you can leave it plugged in all night. It'll be ready for you in the morning. There will be times when you're going to want to turn your cell phone off completely, for instance at church, or importantly at the hospital. And that's done by holding down the red button for about 5 seconds. Then to turn the cell phone back on, just press and hold the red button again for about 5 seconds. The cell phone will power up and you're back in business. You should keep your cell phone turned on all the time, even when it's charging, except for those special circumstances where cell phones aren't allowed. Here are some advanced features that many cell phones have. One is called text messaging. This feature lets you type in a short text message and then send it to someone else's cell phone. The person you send it to will hear a special ringtone alerting them that they have a text message waiting, and they can reply to it by sending a text return message to your cell phone. Or maybe they'll just call you on your cell phone and talk with you. Another easy feature that most cell phones have is a contact list. You can store the names and phone numbers of people you know, and then by navigating to the name on the list, you can place a call to that person. It saves you the trouble of having to key in the phone number each time you want to call your friend. And when someone calls you, their name shows up on your screen. Some cell phones double as digital cameras. You can easily take pictures and then view the pictures in your cell phone, or you can send them to your family and friends, or maybe download them to your computer to print out. One of the more advanced features on some of the newer cell phones is an internet web browser. This lets your cell phone connect to the internet so that you can view web pages. Expect to pay a little extra for this feature though. It's about $30 to $40 a month in addition to your regular plan fees. The more advanced cell phones, though, have GPS, or Global Positioning System. With GPS, you can track your location. Some cell phones can mark your location on a map. Some will even give you turn-by-turn directions when you're driving. It's really amazing what the advanced cell phones can do these days. Here are 3 cell phones that are especially easy for seniors to operate. The first is called the Jitterbug. This cell phone was designed from the ground up just for seniors. It has large, easy-to-use keys and displays large numbers on the display screen. It costs about $150, and basic pay-as-you-go service plans start at $15 a month, but with no contract or a long-term commitment. One of the features I really like is the real live operator available 24 hours a day to help you place calls. The second cell phone on the list is called Clarity Life. It costs $185 and it works with the AT&T wireless service as well as the T-Mobile wireless. One of the nice features is a big red button on the back you can press in an emergency, and it'll call up to 5 pre-programmed numbers. The Clarity Life is large and easy to handle, and the display screen is easy to read. The third phone on the list is the Pantech Breeze. AT&T sells it for about $130, but offers a special price of $30 if you sign up for a 2-year AT&T cell phone plan. The Breeze has a large, easy-to-read keypad. I really like the 3 dedicated buttons that can be programmed with your most important phone numbers. Just press 1, 2, or 3 to call, well, for instance, your children, your doctor, or 911. The Seniors Coalition has 3 tips for seniors when using their cell phone, and I'd like to conclude now by quoting them here. Number 1, wear your cell phone when it isn't being charged. Get in the habit of keeping your cell phone turned on and on your person all day long. After all, the only cell phone that does you any good is the one you can get to when you need it. Number 2, pre-program your cell phone with key emergency numbers, and be sure to know where to find these pre-programmed numbers and how to use them. And number 3, beat the high cost of contract cell phone prices with an inexpensive prepaid phone. Many seniors are opting to use a prepaid plan that allows them to purchase a phone for as little as $10 and then use pre-purchased minutes for as little as $25 for 3 months. With today's inexpensive cell phones and cell phone service plans, there's really no good reason for seniors not to have a cell phone with them all the time. It's a great way to stay in touch, and it can be a real lifesaver in an emergency.